Everyone, today's podcast is on IFRS 13 Fair Value Measurement. Accounting standards have made a fair value measurement a separate standard, and in reality, fair value measurement is part of many standards like IAS 16, IFRS 16, IAS 40, and many more. Impairment loss, even in impairment conducting, we need fair value to determine the amount of impairment loss. So IFRS 13, before I begin with this standard, there are some terms that I need to be made clear and a definition, of course. So first, definition of first, there are some terms that need to be made clear. First is entry price. Entry price is the purchase price. Exit price, the price of an asset if we are going to sell it right now, although management have no intention. Entry price is the purchase price. Exit price is the price of an asset if we are going to sell it. If we are going to sell the asset right now, what we are going to do, although management have no intention. Transaction cost is the selling cost, legal cost, brokerage cost. Transportation cost is the shipment cost. Transaction costs are considered when deciding the most advantageous market. This will be explained later. Market participants. Who are market participants? Market participants are knowledgeable third parties. Orderly transaction. Orderly transaction is a transaction not a forced transaction. Principal market. Principal market is the market with the greatest activity, greatest volume of activity. IFRS 13 says that fair value should be measured by reference of principal market. Principal market is market with the greatest volume of activity. For example, for a car, there are two types of market. The two markets exist. For example, there a sale of 1 million cars in market A and 5 million number of cars sold in market B. So market B is the principal market. And most advantageous market that maximize the net amount received from selling the asset or minimize the amount for liability settlement. Most advantageous market, maximum net amount received for selling the asset and minimum amount for liability settlement. So getting into the topic, I am going to discuss the definition of fair value measurement. The price that would be received to sell an asset or paid to transfer a liability in an orderly transaction between the market participant at the measurement date. If I break down this definition, if I'm going to explain this, it is the price that would be received to sell an asset. We are going to get the price, or we have to pay the price to settle a liability in an orderly transaction. Orderly transaction is not a forced transaction between the market participants. Market participants are knowledgeable third party at measurement date. At a particular date. So, if there is no principal market, then fair value is measured by the reference of most advantageous market. There are times when we don't know which one is the principal market. So, advantageous market will be used. Most advantageous market, we will onboard both the transaction cost and transportation cost. For most advantageous market, we will consider both the transaction cost and transportation cost. But when we are considering the most for advantageous market, both will be considered. Fair value only consider transportation cost. Fair value is not adjusted for transaction cost because they are the characteristic of market rather than asset. So fair value only consider transportation cost, and fair value is not adjusted for transaction cost because it is the characteristic of market rather than the asset itself. Active market. Active market is a market where the transaction for the asset or liability occur frequently. Now, active market, unobservable inputs, observable input. Unobservable inputs, input for which there is no market information available. For example, entities data. For a particular company, for a company's data, there will be no market information available. Observable input for which there is market information available, like market data itself. Standard have given the 3 levels for determining the fair value of asset or liability. These are 3 levels. Level 1 is the most reliable. Level 2, you can trust it and you can use it if there is not level 1, and level 3 is not used much. It is unreliable source, but it is used when there are circumstances. So level 1 is active market, means we are going to take the fair value, the first option for any company to determine the fair value of asset or liability should be level 1, active market. Active market means quoted price for identical asset in active market. Level 2 is observable price. Observable price, like as price of a similar asset. And level 3 is unobservable input. It is used for customized or very, very rare vintage assets. Level 1, active market. Level 2, observable inputs. Level 3, unobservable input. Approaches to determine the fair value of an asset or liability. There are certain approaches to determine the fair value of an asset or liability. There are 3 approaches. Market approach, valuation based on most recent sales price. Second approach, cost approach. Valuation is based on replacement cost. And third approach is income approach. Valuation is based on financial forecast, future cash flows. So fair value of asset and liability can be determined using market approach. Market approach means the sales price of the asset. Cost approach, replacement cost. What is the cost to replace this asset? And third is income approach, future cash flows of the asset. Now I'm discussing 2 terms that are important: non-financial assets and financial assets. Non-financial assets are like property, plant and equipment, intangible assets. But financial assets means non-financial assets are assets that gives us benefit in form of any way other than the cash. But financial assets are assets that are going to give benefit in the form of cash, in the form of liquid assets, or I can say receivables, investment equity, shares. These are all cash is a financial asset. Fair value of liability. What is the fair value of liability? Fair value of liability is the present value of future cash flows. And fair value of non-financial assets. Fair value of financial assets. What are financial assets? Receivable, you know the value. Equity instrument, you know the value because there is a market. Fair value of non-financial asset should be based on its highest and best use. Highest and best use is a term given by the standard. Highest and best use means the maximum amount and the best value we can get it. Now, moving next, when pricing an asset or liability, market participant would take into account. Usually when an asset or a liability is being priced, there are certain factors, there are certain things that are considered, like the condition of the asset, location, yes, restriction on use. For example, a machine that have 5 functions and 2 functions are not working, so this is restriction on use. Okay. Or a house, you are selling a house and there is no gas connection in that house, so it is the restriction in use. Condition, located in this area, block A, block B, and condition is the overall condition of the asset. So when pricing an asset or liability, 3 things are considered: condition, location, and restriction on use. To elaborate, now moving next to elaborate, what are the levels? What are the 3 levels given by the standard to determine the fair value? Level 1 is quoted price for identical asset in active market. Level 2 is observable price in a quoted price for similar asset in active market, quoted price for identical asset in less active market, and observable input that are not prices. And level 3 is unobservable prices, unobservable inputs, cash or profit forecast. Level 3 is cash or profit forecast of future cash flows. So this marks the end of IFRS 13 fair value measurement. This standard is not in itself very important, because it is used to help other standard to determine the fair value. And throughout your fair value measurement journey, do give me your feedback in the comment section and let me know any other standard you want me to do review of. Do subscribe to my channel and like this video, and feel free to share this video with your friends, your classmates, and share it. Bye.